Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Queen E Wisdom. Today we'll be talking about observation of things that goes around us that we don't really pay attention to and do affect us most of the time. Once again, thank you for my welcome to my YouTube channel, and I would like to share some few information, some few observation that I noticed that is happening among a lot of different society, especially Africa. Yeah, especially Africa. Yes. Right. Something come to my attention. This is a celebrity called Alex Kubo. Um he recently passed away. But before that, it's been a while we haven't seen him on social media, on movie or anywhere else. And the point I want to highlight is that um, Africans in general, I don't want to generalize, but this is the norm, this is the mass scale of the scenario, of the situation most of the time, um, especially Africans that have a very vicious culture and society norm. This is what you get. There's not love. There's always this illusion and this fake uh uh what's what do you call it? This fake emotional expression and trying to sound like they really care, but in reality they don't even know how to express themselves. They don't even know the definition of love. I'm not judging, basically. The point of this video is to highlight and to share my observation and my awareness towards certain culture and society and certain way of life which do affect in a norm scale. Now, Alice Cooper is is a Nollywood actor, and he does a bit of different things. TV representative, fashion, an actor, and a businessman, whatever you call it. He comes from a tribe in Nigeria called Igbo tribe. As you all know, to be an African and to be an Igbo man, it comes with the high price that you need to pay, which is be able to be on top of the game, both physically, financially, and mentally, where it is not healthy and society really judge you based on your financial status and what you represent in the society, which I personally found it very challenging in a negative way, because every life can't be the same. I'm not saying staying poor, but what I'm talking about is majority of a lot of Igbo men are trapped into this competitive pain and suffering and slave mentality, and it is boosted by the society, and it is regarded as a norm, a normal way of living. And as a man, if you can't provide, or if you don't have the financial stability, or the more money you have, the more they look at you as the righteousness of the community, which it is it is something that I found very difficult to really grasp, because um as you all know, every life and every being have a different level of how they should maneuver on this universe. But when it comes to certain tribe and certain culture, the illusion that was created, most of it was not even created by the ancestors. It's just by this crazy ego, that it is illusion, it is a grief, it is a childhood trauma, it is a world that is wrapped up without thorough investigation and thorough thinking through if this is normal or not. So a lot of people fall victim to this sort of society, and they end up, they are actually pushed by accepting certain things that they shouldn't have because they must make it, they need to look certain way among the society, otherwise they are outcasts, they have no value, they have no standard. These are the problem, these are the major problem of a lot of cultures in Africa, in fact in the black society, and a lot of it have never been ironed. If we start by the beginning of way of living, cultural standard, the acceptance of nonsense that is been accepted just to be normal is no longer normal. You must go through hell and stand firm, and they'll not call you Odogu or whatever they have to call you to give you a title that does not serve you. You can't even breathe within your skin. It is a slavery. People are living in slavery on this earth without being put in tag on their feet, on their hand to make it look like they are in prison. They are mentally in prison because their society has chose to kill them. Their society has chose to banish them. The society have chosen to really break the soul into pieces where even after death the reincarnation of this soul will come back damaged, haunted, traumatized, will not even see the road clearly. I think it's about time a lot of us that can see beyond this illusion should really express our awareness, because the way of life, culture, especially society diversity, society acceptance of a norm of madness is a problem. We need to acknowledge that, and we need to know. And I must say this, I know this will sound bad, but I will tell you this: if you come from a culture that value physicality more than your inner self, that culture is cursed. If you come from a diversity that value the physical aspect of life more than your inner wisdom, inner strength, inner health, inner power, that society is cursed and damaged. In fact, is cursed from the heaven. It is not about the amount of how many cars and house and property and money that you have or acquire give you a defined mind soul. It does not. And it's not about after you have made it and you start spreading your money into the poor masses. Me, you are a good soul. It is a false conspiracy. It is not because you made it now, because we don't even know how you made it. There is no such things as I made it. The only way you can make it is when you are awakened, when you know your definition of yourself while you're here. Nobody come to this earth to come and be on holiday and have 10 houses or 20 cars or 20 businesses. Nobody. Nobody is here for that. Those that come here to have such things, they have a rules and regulation they must follow. They might not flaunt their money as a foolishness. You can have a look, you can go online and look at all of these people that have big name and watch the way they dress, watch the way they behave. You will know that they are following but the five simple principle rules, which are: do not flaunt, do not flaunt. Your money have to have a value, a reason for existence. And it's merely technology advancement. But then why does certain society and cultures got that wrong? Especially in Africa. The reason why I'm pointing in Africa is because I I my generation come from Africa. My ancestors come from Africa. And my observation is very, very clear. their culture, society, diversity, area points where you will see if you have the wisdom within yourself, if your inner self is activated, you will see people day and light, day and night, beyond the sun. You can see from head to toes, they are slaved. They'll put on makeup, they'll put on good clothes, they'll put on good stuff to look good, but they are slaved. You can see, you can feel their pain and their illusion. They are stuck mentally. Prosperity is not what it is today. Prosperity and wealth is not what the media portray. Prosperity and wealth is defined in different shape or form. And spirituality, wealth and performance and wealth is totally different. It's not the same thing. And we are so confused with the illusion. And we strongly believe because the society, and I repeat, society kills more than any sickness on this earth. And I repeat, society as a whole is a mass killer, it's a mass murder. They cause more damage than any living thing that can cause harm. Not a sickness, not a cancer, not the COVID-19, not poison, not infection. Society that come together normalize madness, normalize killing, normalize bullying, harassment, toxicity, mindset of delusional nonsense. They kill more than any sickness on this earth. Because when some people living within society that normalize that you must do this, you must have that. If you don't have this, you don't have that, you are not recognized as human being. Those society are the most negative thing on this earth, and it causes damages, it causes hurt, it causes a lot of pain. And if you look at that society, they suffer, they don't prosper. You can never prosper when you hurt the living soul in there. It can never prosper. But then the thing is, I know this video will be having a lot of comments, but I will say this, okay? This society keep rolling more, pumping more babies, but yet more more drastic thing going on, mass killing going on, but nothing. Nobody listen. Nobody wake up because everybody's sleeping. They are not awake. This is why I keep saying, I awaken. Spiritual awakening is important, but I do know that spiritual awakening is not for everybody because it depends on the stage of your soul level, and not everybody have the capacity to be awakened. But if you have the what it takes to be awakened, you should be proud of yourself. It means that a lot of bullshit, you would not be part of it. A lot of junks, you will not be part of. You'll be able to detangle yourself from the illusion and unnecessary pain that does not serve any meaning. You'll be able to be free from it. Any bondage of illusion, madness, and pain, and you know, ancestral curse and trauma, you'll be out of it, which is amazing thing, which is a good thing about spiritual awakening. But oh my God, to societies and communities that normalize trauma, hurt, pain, and package it in a way that it is normal for certain existence should be certain way. Man should be this, woman should be that. If a woman don't have or they don't have they're not married, or they don't have kids, or they don't have son, they're useless. Those ideology is very bad. That kills society, it kills women. A lot of women have died in the hospital trying to make sure they conceive a boy because they believe if they don't have a son, they are they are not they are not valuable, they're not women enough, you know. And then You have the men, if you don't have so amount, if you don't have so title, you are useless. So that lead those people into wrong decisions because they feel pressure in the wrong way, and then within that same circle, in the same situation, bear in mind they are very social being, the society, the friends, and whoever they socialize with always have to chip it in with this negative thought, and it's as if they are molding a human being into a monster. And I've seen it happening several times, a lot of the time, and they normalize it. And then you know what? I'll give you a simple sign. If you meet anybody and they tell you this is how we do things, this is my culture, this is what we do, that person is sold. That person is gone. It will take 1,000 years for that person to see that, in fact, as a human being, you should be able to adapt to any living things. You're not bound by one thing. And then people come and tell you that. Oh, I come from so place, and this is what we do. This is who we are, and we are the best, and we are this, we are that. All those Anybody that vomits such word, that person is ill mentally. Is under the pressure, is in fear, is an illusion, is hooked up and cooked up and gone. That person can't think for themselves. They don't even have humanity in them anymore. They are a walking zombie, labeled and dressed up, looking like a gift on the road. My people, this is my observation. I want you guys to know a lot is happening on this earth. And I want you guys to know society kills more than any sickness, any accident, any air crash or whatever, anything that's the unalive thing. Society have done a lot of damages, more than anything you can think of. So please, if you're into any society, it's about time you examine your society, your community, their ideology, their culture. What do they stand for? What are the value? It's about how you should look around you, look around your surrounding, look into your history, look into your culture, look into your home, and find out, and look around, observe what this is. If this does not preach inner strength, inner health, inner ability, because you're gonna have to remember every time as human we are moved from the inside, not from the outside. Because somebody have to look at you to tell you who you are. You have to look at yourself from the inside to the outside in the mirror to know that this is you. So everything you're doing is from the inside. So if your inside is not valued to the outside, that outside is illusion created by the mass of people that are lost, and they don't know how to get up. They create this bunch of walls and you fall into the pit and you can't get up. That's exactly what it is. It's as if you're surrounded by mad people and they realize you're not mad, so they have to turn you mad. That's exactly what it is. So please, guys, look around you, your society, your culture, your way of life. Sorry, I beg your pardon. And examine. You know, the world is full of a lot of things that doesn't make sense. And a society that does not have what it takes to love you. And by the way, love, you don't need to have anything to be loved. Love simply means accept the person the way they are and understand them and accept them. That is all. You don't need to have something in exchange of something to say that you love somebody. Anyway, that topic will be another video topic to elaborate on. But currently, in this time, as we speak, a lot is happening, and I want to use this topic, this gentleman situation, to highlight a big point, because and I've watched people doing a video. Oh, May he so rest in peace. Everybody crying as if they really, really know this guy, but they forgot that they contributed to the half of the things that linger into his decision, you know? But then this is the thing, I don't like people that create illusion, and you can see between them, you can see between their eye and their teeth that they are lying. They're lying. They are not authentic. They're not honest. And uh, all I gotta say is that spirituality is not for everybody. And basic manner alone do do have a benefit into a lifestyle. You gotta be able to be honest. And some people are not honest. They are not honest to themselves. They're not honest to the outside world. And it is very sad to keep living in a world like that, that people don't really share their authentic self to the world. They only share whatever the cocoons they create, practice in front of a mirror, and they put a camera on and they film themselves and acting. This is very, very poorly. So I will leave you on this note, and I want you guys, wherever you guys are, it's about time you need to start observing your own community, your own home, your own society, your own culture, your own mindset. It is important. Where do you stand? It matter. Where do you stand? It matter. Because that would really tell you if you're a slave or you're free. If you're a slave or you're free, because that's where you'll know if everything that you're doing is in the right way or not. On this note, I'll leave you. Thank you so much for listening to me on this topic. And the gentleman that's passed away, his name is Alex Kobo. And well, I don't like to say the word, but everybody keeps saying the word. May his soul rest in peace. So never rest in peace. That's the truth. They keep moving, and they keep living on. So there's no such a thing as you rest in peace. But then it is what it is says everywhere around the world to express certain emotion. But I would say may his journey towards whatever he's on his next life or next whatever chapter he advised and he chose to do, may his journey be blessed. And I hope he learned from his own mistakes and he get better on the other hand. All right, thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Queen E, and I'll be leaving you for now, and I'll post a new video on the other side. Please do reach out to me. I hold some workshop, and also I have some one-to-one session and class and spiritual counseling, and also some spiritual healing. If you need some guidance and support, I am always here. I'll leave my information and my website below this video. And you have a nice day. And I will see you on my next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye for now. Bye.